Hello, everyone. Who doesn't know the genius musician Stephen Percy Harris, better known as Steve Harris? Iron Maiden may be a band, but in many ways it's the embodiment of Steve Harris's vision and spirit. Despite his advancing age, Harris remains the driving force, ensuring Iron Maiden continues to thrive and inspire new generations of music fans. In addition to being a bassist, Harris is also the principal songwriter for Iron Maiden. He's actively involved in producing the band's albums, ensuring every musical detail aligns with his vision. However, behind Iron Maiden's immense success and his reputation as one of the best heavy metal bassists of all time, there's another fascinating side to Steve Harris that's rarely discussed. In this video, we'll dive deeper into Steve Harris's lifestyle, exploring his career journey, the wealth he's amassed through his dedication to music, his close relationships with family and loved ones, and the unique hobbies that reflect his personality. Let's explore together. Early life. Steve Harris was born on March 12, 1956, in Leytonstone, East London, England, in a working-class environment. In his youth, Harris aspired to become a professional football player and even joined West Ham United's football academy, his favorite club. However, at the age of 16, he experienced a significant shift in interest after being introduced to progressive rock and heavy metal bands such as Deep Purple, Black Sabbath, and Jethro Tull. His passion for music led him to choose the bass guitar as his primary instrument, even though he initially aspired to play drums. The lack of space in his home for a drum kit prompted him to buy a bass instead. One of his all-time favorite bass players was Pete Way of UFO, whose style significantly influenced Harris's playing. Self-taught, Harris developed a distinctive playing style. He often wrote bass lines with a gallop pattern, 3 quick notes, an 8th note followed by 2 16th notes, which he played using 2 fingers. Before performing, Harris would lubricate his fingers to make the gallop easier to play. He also employed power chords, which are relatively rare on bass in some songs. Harris has stated he never uses a pick and does not warm up before performances. Career and success. Just 10 months after purchasing his first bass, Harris joined a band initially called Influence, and later renamed Gypsy's Kiss. He then joined Smiler, where all the members were several years older than him. It was with Smiler that Harris began writing his own songs. However, he eventually left because the band members refused to play his material, deeming it too complex. After Smiler, Harris went on to form Iron Maiden in 1975. He chose the name after seeing an Iron Maiden, a medieval torture device, in the film The Man in the Iron Mask. Harris designed Iron Maiden's first logo, which uses the iconic Maiden font seen on all their album covers. Harris's songwriting is known for its fast bass patterns and long tracks featuring epic lyrics with multiple tempo changes. Influenced by 1970s progressive rock bands like King Crimson and Genesis, Harris often wrote lyrics about mythology, history, or topics inspired by books and films. Before becoming Iron Maiden's bassist, Harris worked as an architectural draftsman in London's East End. As of 2024, Steve Harris and Iron Maiden have performed over 2,500 concerts worldwide. Over his career, Harris and Iron Maiden have received numerous accolades, including the Ivor Novello Award in 2002 for international contribution to British music. The award, presented by the British Academy of Songwriters, Composers, and Authors, recognizes Harris's global influence as a songwriter and musician. Iron Maiden has also won several Metal Hammer Golden Gods Awards, including categories such as Best UK Band and Inspiration Award. In 2012, Harris launched a side project, British Lion, and has since released 2 studio albums. Net worth. As the principal songwriter and founder of Iron Maiden, Harris earns substantial income from selling over 130 million albums, successful world tours, and royalties from radio play, streaming platforms, and use in films and video games. As of 2024, Steve Harris's net worth is estimated at $50 to $60 million. Iron Maiden's highly popular merchandise sales, including t-shirts, toys, and the Trooper beer, also contribute significantly to his income. Harris owns several valuable properties, including a Tudor-style mansion in England, which he sold for £6.8 million in 2013. This mansion was used to write and mix several Iron Maiden albums. Harris currently resides in a property in the Bahamas. Romantic relationships. Steve Harris's romantic life has also garnered attention. He married Lorraine Jury in 1983, and they had 4 children together. However, the marriage ended in divorce in 1993, which Harris described as probably the toughest time I've ever faced. His personal life changes were believed to have inspired the darker tone of Iron Maiden's 1995 album, The X Factor. Afterward, Harris entered a long-term relationship with Emma, a much younger woman, with whom he had 2 children. He is known as a loving father who fully supports his children's musical careers. His daughter Lauren opened for Iron Maiden's concerts in 2006 and 2008, while his eldest son George plays guitar in the band Raven Age, which opened for Iron Maiden on the Book of Souls World Tour in 2016, the Legacy of the Beast World Tour in 2019, and the Future Past World Tour in 2023. Harris's eldest daughter Carrie works as an assistant producer for Iron Maiden. Hobbies. Steve Harris is not only a heavy metal icon, but also a true sports enthusiast, particularly in football. In his early years, he played for amateur clubs and was scouted by Wally St. Pierre to train with West Ham United, his favorite team since the age of 9. Though he once dreamed of becoming a professional footballer, he eventually realized that music was his true calling. Nevertheless, his love for football endures. He regularly plays with his amateur team, the Maidonians, and proudly features West Ham United's emblem on his beloved precision bass. In addition to football, Harris has a keen interest in photography, showcasing his artistic passion beyond the stage. He is also known as a nature and animal lover. In interviews, Harris has expressed his love for the environment and his desire to live closer to nature.